sponsored by USANA Foundation. Okay, you guys, in previous shows, we have talked about the amazing USANA Kids Eat program that serves hundreds of kids in Utah. But today, Michelle Benedict is here to talk about their global programs through the USANA Foundation. Welcome back to the show, Michelle.
Oh, it's great to be back.
It's great to see you. And we're kind of changing the conversation, but we're still helping people and kiddos. So let's just dive right in. Tell us about the USANA Foundation and the inspiration behind the foundation's mission to combat hunger and malnutrition.
Yeah, so USANA Health Sciences is a global corporation, and we make vitamins. It's all about nutrition, right? The goal is to be the healthiest family on earth, but USANA is aware that there are people out there that can't even afford to eat, let alone buy our vitamins. And so they created a foundation back in 2012 to address hunger globally. And so that's what we do.
And well, one, that's incredible that you guys are doing that, because I think that food insecurity is one of those things that people don't always think about.
Yeah.
Some people don't know where their next meal is coming from.
Yeah.
So it's a global challenge, speaking of that. And how does the USANA Foundation address both short-term and long-term?
Yeah, so we do food bags for different people and things like that, but we're really focused on the sustainability piece of it and being able to provide for people in a long-term way. And so we've got a really awesome tool. It's our garden tower. And that is what we primarily use all over the world. We've got about 50,000 of those in 14 different countries, and they're making a big difference.
So for people who don't know what the garden tower is, it sounds, one, it's a fascinating concept, and it's newer.
Yeah.
So how can you kind of explain what that is and how it's helping?
Yeah, so it's a vertical tower. It almost looks like a garbage can. It's like cylindrical. You can grow plants out of the sides of it, so it's full of dirt. And it requires 30% less water. You can put these in places where you would never normally be able to grow, right? So we're able to provide these for families who have no land, no soil, and they can put it right by their front door if they need to. And it's meant for them we plant in them, they harvest, and then they replant, right? And so you're replanting year after year. And so it's very sustainable, and it's a way that families can be able to take care of themselves independently.
Wow, that is really a fascinating concept, and it is long term. You guys are really thinking, how can we help people not just today, but for tomorrow and for the next, decades?
Yeah.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges that you're seeing?
A little bit of everything. We're in so many different countries, and water is always kind of the biggest challenge. Is do they have access to water? Sometimes the soil has so much, it's almost sandy, and it has so much salt in it, and so we bring in good soil to fill these with, and so they're actually growing in really good soil. But there's a challenge everywhere we go, and it's just about figuring out a solution.
Well, you guys are kind of boots on the ground. You guys are seeing and really, truly helping families. Is there a specific, maybe a story that's really touched your heart?
Yeah. One of my favorite things about this program is that it empowers these people, right? These are people in desperate situations, and it really empowers them. And so in Guatemala, there's a group of ladies. They're all single moms. They've got kids, and they're, just really, really struggling. They all received one of these towers and really embraced it, right? They just really took hold of the opportunity. And from there, they wanted to be even more involved. And so we started a sewing center where they're actually sewing the garden tower materials so that we have those, for future projects. And, it's been so neat to see them just kind of flourish. They've gone from completely impoverished to now they have an income, now they're helping the community, now they're coordinating with the university. And one of the ladies brought me into her very humble home, and she brought me into the kitchen and pointed at her refrigerator and a very small stove, and she said, "I bought those."
I love this.
And she just had tears in her eyes. For the first time, she was really, really providing for her family and so proud. So I love the empowerment piece of it. It's so powerful.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It really gives the confidence back to the parents so they can help their families. Thank you so much for what you're doing. This is really an amazing concept. And just USANA, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.